Hello everyone. If you're watching this, this is the very first video. I am playing Dinkum. I'm offending commit, and you are witnessing internet history. Just kidding. Um, so yeah. What is Dinkum? Dinkum is a game that's created by James Benden. It is very similar to Animal Crossing New Horizons. However, it's all set in Australia. So, this is my island. It's very basic. And you have different creatures. You have, it's kind of has like a look and feel similar to Minecraft, if you've played Minecraft. But it's adorable, I've been playing for a little bit, and I'm just kind of getting my island started, so like I said, this is a little bit of internet history. This is me getting started, and hope you enjoy the ride. So there are a lot of things that you can get in this game. There are a lot of items, and I assure you, I'm not using any mods. That's not really my style, but my wife plays Dinkum a lot, and she's lended me quite a few items. So if you're just starting out and your island doesn't look like this, it's okay. I've had a lot of help. This is my tree farm. There are different types of trees that you can have in Dinkum. This green tree with the white bark is a gum tree. There are different tools that you can use. So I have a chainsaw. But one thing that I think is interesting about Dinkum in particular is the environment. Every game kind of has like a little bit of a backstory. This game is in early access, and there's so much to discover, so much to learn about it, and it's changing. It's updating a little bit at a time. So we're just gonna take a little flyover and kind of get a feel for the land, right? I have this little river here, but it's more like a lazy river, just because it goes in a circle. It doesn't connect to anything in particular, but what I plan on doing, there's a lot of people that have taken this game to the next level and designed so many different, wonderful things based off of the tools that you have. In this case, I plan on turning this water feature into a racetrack of sorts, but that's for another day. Now, one of the things that is really cool, one of the things I like about Dinkum in particular, is the how well it rewards you for progression. You get points for everything. I just got points for flying around in a chopper. See? So you have these license points you accrue. That's the blue thing up here, and you can talk to this lady here, Fletch. You'll meet her when you start the game. But as you collect these points, you can apply for a license, and there's different ones that you can do. So there's plenty of stuff to do starting out. Some people feel like it's a grind, but I didn't really get that vibe when I started. As you are, if you played Animal Crossing before, you have to do certain things to kind of unlock different items and abilities and everything. So in this case, they use license points, and the amount of stuff that you have to do to accrue license points, like, it will take you a little bit to get up to certain higher level items, but like I said, the level of progression that this game has is forgiving in that aspect. There's so much stuff to do to kind of get to certain points, and it's a lot of fun doing it. I just like exploring. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can play Dinkum, and after a while, you know, once you've get into certain aspects of the game, then you can take on more of a creative approach. But there's creatures. It's set in the Australian Outback, and you can capture these creatures. They all have, you know, adorable names. So let's see. Trying to park. Some days I'm better at parking than others, but you know. All right, so we got some food here. This game does have a survival element to it. You have hunger and you have energy. That's at the top left. And there's farming and fishing. This is a little tiny wheat farm. I have this scarecrow here. I'm gonna try to think, what should I name him? If you have a good name, let me know. Looks like he's got a pumpkin head. Either that or he's dizzy. Dude, did we like... That's kind of creepy. I mean, it's like we're almost wearing the same shirt. Okay, so... let's see. Similar to Animal Crossing, other farming games, when it rains, you don't have to water, but it looks like I have to water, so... I'm gonna go grab my tool for that. I also have to remember... Where did I put everything? I'll grab my watering can. Let's go to work. Unlike Animal Crossing, time passes differently. Animal Crossing, while it is a real-time, like where time flows based off of your system clock. Dinkum, not so much. Out of water. That's about enough for a row. You see this here, you know, I got this river. I dug out this area to make it easy for me to water my crops. Humble beginnings, right? Wheat is one of those things that will grow year round. There's different crops that you can plant. Wheat is one of those things that will grow year round. So once you have this well watered and taken care of, I found that wheat is a pretty good cash crop compared to some of the others, but there are some people that have, you know, been playing Dinkum for many hours, and they have these giant farms, and I might do that someday in the future. But you know what? Hey, if you're watching this, you can mark my words, and you can be like, hey, you know what? You remember that first video you were watching? Oh, there's another little interesting element. As you get tired, very similar effect. You know, if you're exhausted, like everything, the world just kind of becomes desaturated. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of food, and there's certain foods that you can cook that have different buffs that last for certain lengths of time. There's more to learn about that too as you play. Oh, out of water again. One of the things I also like about Dinkum is the music. It's relaxing. Even if I'm playing other games, you know, like I said, my wife likes to play Dinkum a lot. And her music will just kind of be playing while I'm playing other games, and just it's such nice music. I tend to, you know, listen to it compared to other other games that I'm playing. I could be playing an action game with a lot going on. You got chill Dinkum music, you know, mixed in with it, and I'm just, you know, I'm happy. This is my chicken widget. Hey widget. She's laying some eggs. I think it's probably a good time to feed her. I'm gonna drop this feather here. Yeah, the animals, they will drop different things. Alright, so give Widget some food. She's hungry. There you go. Come back. You take care of your chicks. That's the chickens. They will lay eggs. You go to your menu here. You can go to animals. You can see how she's doing. They have shelter, they have eaten, and they have been petted. As you level them up, you know, you get more hearts. The amount that you can sell them for increases. So, although, like many people, they get too attached to them, and you know, they don't want to sell them because they like their chickens. Okay, so we've watered the plants. It's already getting a little bit late, and it's 4 o'clock, right? The sun starts going down, it's kind of my cue. Ooh, I don't need a compactor. I need to use my jackhammer. Get some copper ore. A lot of these tools, these are kind of mid to late game, so they like I mentioned, you know, I got hooked up. But you know, the basic tools, they work just as well. In many cases, right, there's going to be, you know, an update that's going to be more widely released. It's the spring update. But yeah, the basic tools, they do the trick, you know. Sometimes many people, even if they have these tools available, they will use the basic ones because they take a little bit longer to break. Sometimes, you know, simple is better. These are wattle flowers. You can collect these, like if you're in the early game, if you're just starting out watching this video, first of all, I'm honored. There's so many great streamers out there, and yet you chose me. Yeah, if you're just starting out with Dinkum, yellow wattle flowers, they're pretty easy to spot as you're walking around the landscape. But you can sell them to John, which we'll see back in the main town area. They sell pretty good. Like, it's a good thing to start out with. There's lots of ores that you can capture. Let's see. I should probably hold on to my spear just in case I see any baddies. Look at me. Don't I look fearsome? Alright, so you know, I don't necessarily have any goals right now. This is a jackaroo. Aren't they adorable? Now this guy, what's up? They like to shoot fire. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Combat is not too bad. Even the most casual players I think can make this happen. When I first started, I really was bad at combat, but you just kind of hit, walk around them, they're gonna take a swing at you. It's okay. Oh, we got a flame sack and 2 meats. Let's go on, head on back. One of the cool things also is this game has been in development for many years by a single developer. It's all made by one person, which in my mind it's incredibly impressive. Uh-oh. They're gonna take a charge at me. What's up? What's up? Don't give me that feet boxing. They're gonna charge at me. I'm gonna, uh-oh. I just have my basic spear. Hey, I get my drumsticks though. My giant drumsticks. If I got more than 2 drumsticks, I'd be worried. I mean, it's a nice little jaunt. Let's see, where am I? So check out the map, right? If you played Animal Crossing before, you know the map size is the map size. Like it's pretty good. You know, there's so much you can do in that small space, but check out this map. It's massive. Like, it's massive. Massive, massive, massive. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many squares are in this map, but the way that the map is generated, each one is completely unique. As far as I know, there's not a way to pick certain seeds. They're different each time, but you know, just the way that it's generated is very, very interesting. Now, since it's set in Australia, if you live in the northern hemisphere, things are a little bit different. The southern part of the island is typically considered cooler, whereas the northern part is going to be considered more hot, right? So it's opposite. We're in the down under. And there are these towers that you can find throughout the island in the cardinal directions, northeast, south, and west. If you start out on the game, once you kind of get settled, your base camp and everything, you can start hunting them down and finding them. Plenty of things to go search for. Listen to that music. It's just so peaceful. Okay. In true offending commit fashion, I'm like, what the heck was I doing? Oh yeah. Trying to making my way downtown. And go back to my base tent. See, I was gonna go the opposite direction. I would be completely lost. Probably need some lights. I mean, you know, it's pretty dark. Is the moon out right now? Ah, ooh. Got a full moon tonight. Ah, yeah, you can see in the distance my illuminating town. It's very, very simple, very humble at the moment. There's John. Hi, John. Finally, the night is here. Nighttime is John time. What's new, my friend? Wouldn't trade trading for anything. I mean, unless it was a really good deal. Hey, a shrewd businessman for sure. Once it gets past, well, sundown, and that's gonna change eventually in the new update, based off of the season. It's kind of, you know, that's when my clock starts to say, all right, you need to make your way back to base camp. Okay, yeah, looks like we got some stuff. I should probably combine that with my other food. I'm terribly disorganized. Terribly disorganized. I wonder, no, I can't cook that, but I can cook this meat though. How do you like your steak? I prefer mine medium, but it's just cooked meat. All right, let's see. What other meat did I get? I got croco meat. Let's cook some croco meat. So if you are starting out, right, if you look around, you can see this cooked meat as opposed to raw meat. Raw drumstick doesn't do anything for you. But if you look at cooked meat, you have adds 10 health and 8 energy. So just keep that in mind. If you cook your meat, it's gonna give you better benefits. We cook this croco meat from crocodiles. Let's take a look. All right, croco meat. 25 health and 10 energy. So that's a little bit more substantial than just regular meat. Keep that in mind. Look at this chonker here. Like, damn. That's a big old drumstick. I mean, that's like it's from a emu. Like, how does it even fit? How does it even fit in the griddle? Or not the griddle, but the grill itself. Huge. Huge. Now, quick giant drumstick. Let's take a look. 5 health and 10 energy. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. A lot better than raw. I mean, don't eat raw meat. That's wildly unhealthy. Yeah, it's getting late. Now, one thing that's interesting too, right? If you played Animal Crossing, you're used to playing in real time. As I said before, like a day in Dinkum lasts about 30 fiscal minutes. As it gets past midnight, one of the things that's interesting is that you get tired. The time is late. Like after midnight, it's just late. And every time after that, like you have less health than if you were running around in the daytime. Now you can keep going if you eat some food, but it becomes a lot harder to manage. Now I see a bug over there. I don't think I've caught it yet. Gotta remember where my tools are. Ah, there's a net. Come here. Now, okay. Here's an observation. First of all, bad at aiming, but you know in Animal Crossing, as you would try to catch something, it would disappear. Not in Dinkum. You can try as many times as you want, and it's not going to go away. Let's see if we can find some other stuff. Sometimes you'll find little glowing, sprinkling things around, and that's animals. I mean, it's wild out here, you know. Different animals will try to, yep, and that's I picked up exactly that. They will attack each other. Like certain animals are more, you know, predators than other. Look, seems like that doggo is trying to attack that bird. Oh. Let's see if we see any more bugs out here. Hey, Fletch. Oh, that is a bird. That is not a bug. Note to self. There's one. Ah. Swing and a miss. Hey, batter. Swing batter. Redback spider. Or a black widow. Ew. Oh, here we go. Cockroach. You can take these bugs to this museum here. Seems there's no staff available. Oh, there he is. Theodore. Hello, Theodore. What up, my homie? What's the point of anything happening if nobody's there to record it? That's so true. Hey, commit, if a tree falls in the woods, please be sure to let me know. I'll set up some recording software, bro. And let's talk to Fledge. So, yeah, as you talk to these villagers, you can gain some respect points, however you want to call it, hearts. And there'll be visitors that show up here. Visitors site. And they arrive every other day, so just kind of keep an eye out for them, and you can build up some relationship with them, and they'll move in. I forgot to even mention, there's John's goods. Oh yeah. For example, I have to level up Fletch here before we can turn her tent into a proper building. And this is the inside of her tent. These are sleeping bags. And these are really useful, right? Because once it gets past a certain time, you have to go to sleep. Cool thing about that is every time that you sleep, your game is saved. When you're out and about, you can, you have your own tent that you can sleep in, but you can bring a sleeping bag with you and, some supplies. And realistically, I mean, you can be out and about and take a sleep anywhere, and then once you wake up the next day, you can go back to what you're doing. I thought about at one point, this is my second island that I've created. Ooh, what do we got? A firefly. It's my second island that I've created. I wanted to start fresh with this one. But I thought about the idea of kind of base camps, right? So little areas spread out around the island. Like I mentioned, I mean, the island is pretty huge. I like my town centralized. Just kind of makes a little bit more sense to me. But yeah, realistically, I mean, what cool thing would it be just to have little base camps that are near certain areas of the island? I need to collect some of these. Oh, it's a puppy. Ah, there we go. It's another spider. Okay, so it is late. It's late o'clock, as I've heard before. Look at my face. I'm just exhausted. You see my energy bar too. It's a lot smaller than before. So now I'm just gonna be slogging it back to camp. I can't move. I'm just so tired. Just like barely moving, carrying my steak back to camp. But like I was saying earlier, you can eat about 3 times typically, and then you'll be full and you'll move a little bit faster. And if you find yourself in a pinch, that's a good thing to do. So, all right. That's it. That's our first episode. What do y'all think? The usual fun stuff of YouTube. Like and subscribe. Share this with people. And let's take Dinkum one day at a time. All right. Take care, everybody. Of course, helps if I don't drop my stuff. Let's drop that. Let's put my bed back. That's how tired I am, guys. My goodness. All right, let's lay down. Let's call it a day. All right. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you on the next episode.